Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Building a Nation with Polonia Warszawa. Today we're on the page of Gustav Engvall, former AFK Göteborg player, of course, someone that someone wanted me to check out. I've got a big list and I'm slowly working my way through them. If I don't show them after a while, just assume they're not in the database. But Gustav Engvall, I remember when he signed for Bristol City, I was proper excited about that, but it appears he went back to Sweden for a bit, and he's been at Mechelen for the last 7 years over in Belgium. 200 games for them, and nearly 100 goals. So he's certainly doing well in the Belgian league, the 32-year-old. So that's really nice for him. 16 caps for Sweden and 5 goals. So GG, Gustav, well done, son. So, Parrott has, at the age of 26, 47 international games and 57 league games in his entire career. Yeah, I did not notice that. That is mental. Which brings me to my question of the day. What is the highest number of international caps you've seen on a player compared to their league games? Now, we've obviously did the highest international caps one, but I want to see players that you've had or seen in the database that have got so many international caps but virtually no league games. Tell me about them, send me your screenshots, drop them in the Discord, in the chat or somewhere like that. Let me know. I want to see them because I'll be sharing the best ones coming up soon. That noise you made when Pandurovic rubber banded is my highlight of the save so far. Yeah, that was quite something. I've seen the rubber banding thing kind of happen before, but never like that. That goal was just, as I've said before, a pendulum of nonsense. The thing about Arsenal is they always try and walk it in. Yes, they do, and apparently they're still going strong with it these days. Have you received any job offers from other clubs throughout this save? If so, which clubs? Yeah, I have. I generally don't mention it just because it does happen fairly frequently. The biggest one I can think of is Sevilla, which I got in this summer, and I've also been offered the Italy job and also the Portugal job at one point, which I guess is because I'm Portuguese in the save. But yeah, I got the Italy job offered me this summer. No hint of the Polish job so far, though, which is a shame. But that's the biggest one. Sevilla's the biggest one we've had. Thank you, Michael, for this wonderful breakdown of what the Youth Academy guy says, what it means. So basically, just coming back to what I was saying about, I can't remember, Strakalovski's, his stats. He was player X stands out from this year's intake. That's why I was a bit like, oh, why is he 5 stars if it's only that? My guess is the star ratings, as always, are a bit skewed, and I actually don't think he's as good, say, compared to someone like Zvicky. But it's still nice to have the 5 stars, but I'd rather just have a good player. But I do feel like one day, as someone said, you know, if we were to get a right winger through, we could have a striker, an attacking mid, a left winger, and a right winger. But unfortunately, we really do seem to be sparse in that area when it comes to youth prospects. Janusz Zaborowski is probably the best one we've had so far, and I believe he did come through our youth intake. To be fair to him, he's doing a bloody good job over at Sandica, so I can't really fault the guy. The fact that he basically single-handedly kept them up last year by having an amazing season, so fair play to him. Right. Games off camera, only a few this time around, and then we've got Dortmund, a few more off camera, and then Sociedad. I do kind of feel like it's us versus Sociedad to see who's going to get 3rd place. So fresh after the Champions League disappointment, we also had a league disappointment as we got a 0-0 draw away at newly promoted Piast. It's good to see them back up again after they dropped to the 3rd tier, but it was our first dropped points of the season. We did at the very least manage to keep a clean sheet in this game though, which I guess is something. Players were maybe a little bit tired after the Champions League result, but still kept a clean sheet. Then the rotated side went out in the cup and won 2-0 away at Rozvoj Katowice, with, of course, Kevin grabbing himself a brace in this one. We probably could have had more, but it's nice to see Kev grab himself a pair of goals. He's always useful for that kind of thing, as a substitute or as a rotation player. He's just truly brilliant at that, but he's just never quite been in the right place to get into the first team squad consistently, but he's such a useful player to have around. And then lastly, we had a 6-0 trashing of Legia in the derby. And this was with a rotated squad, and I think we did something like this last season as well. I rotated the squad around, as you can see. Victor Hugo grabbed a hat-trick, Godosito grabbed one, Kevin got one, of course, as did Eichelkamp also grabbed one coming off the bench. Brilliant all-round. Aslan grabbed himself a pair of assists in this one too. 6-0 trashing, which leaves the league looking like this. 9 wins out of 10, 7 points clear of Lechia, plus 31 goal difference already, and most importantly, we've not conceded in the league yet. We've actually not conceded a goal in any domestic competition, so 11 matches domestically. And also, in the league in total, in our last 18 league matches, we've conceded 1 goal, which is absolutely crazy. So, first I'm just going to do a quick pick to rotate everybody around, and we can adjust after that. So, Jovanovic, I want to have him there. I want Zvigawa in there. I still trust old Zviggy. He's done an alright job. Godosito is definitely not playing in the middle of the park. We want my man. Ooh, who do we want? Garcia or Orozco? Honestly, I think Orozco deserves. For the right back, we want Stamler. We want Bang and Freitas in there. Franceschi. I deliberately rested Victor Hugo. Sorry, Lisic, so he could start instead of Victor Hugo, because I'm still debating of which one of these two to play in that role, but it's nice to have the option of rotation. A lot less players are wanted now, which is kind of nice. A lot of them are kind of happy to stay. The clubs seem to have lost interest a little bit, probably because we're outside of the transfer window, but that is at least something. It's also probably come from me just removing a lot of the asking prices back to unspecified, so it's not encouraging the vultures as much. Okay. As for the bench, Godosito, Aslan, Campagnaro, Kevin, Pandurovic, Garcia, and Victor Hugo. It's a good, solid bench. Gonna be honest, I'm pretty nervous about this game because I just don't see us. I think Dortmund are a cut above. we're just going to go out, be standard right now, and we can adjust later. But I really am concerned that I think this group might have just been the nail in the coffin. But as long as we can get third and have a little run in the Europa League, a proper run after Christmas, I wouldn't be so bothered, because we'd have a chance to pick up coefficient there and actually have a little bit of a chance maybe in some games. But it's still, you know, important to see what happens in the other match. I think the Manchester City Sociedad game is later on, so hopefully City do us a favour there and go and grab a win, because I think we're in a battle with them right now. Lisic, Jovanovic, here we go, he's got men over. Can he find one? He can! Freight! Oh! Okay, Peralta really had a good chance there. Possession-wise, we're doing well, which is good. It means we can parlay that into something later. Stamler, Zwigawa, yes! 9 minutes into the match, Mateusz Zwigawa getting across there with the header. We've started really strongly. Creation has been good. Possession has been good. This is pleasing. A slightly different approach to a corner this time. I think, actually, yeah, Jovanovic knocks it back for Stamler. Lovely ball across. And Zwigawa getting across at the near post. Because it's at the byline, the defenders don't track him in. And it is 1-0 to Polonia. Huge. Yeah, it's coming down a little bit now, which is understandable. Don't let him cut inside and shoot. Oh, you joking? Seriously, the pendulum man? What? I don't believe it. We cannot catch a break in this save. When these are going in. Oh, it's a good goal, but like it's clearly meant to be a cross, isn't it? Stamler. Blocked. Back for Zwigawa. We started this game really strongly. The possession's back up again, but it's just so frustrating. Jovanovic! Good save by Roda. Could find Alvarezine again. Oh, God, he's passed it straight to him. Ball over the top. Are you joking? Great save from Francesco. Well, 1-1 at half-time. Frustrating. We've been good, but we need to be better. I'm tempted to move over to the other approach anyway, because I think we just need that little bit extra here, and we've got the control of the game so far. Lisic's ball. Zwigawa's header! Yes! It's offside. Oh, god damn. Wait, why is there no highlight? I want to see a highlight of that. Why does it do that sometimes? Lisic. Peralta! Just wide. Oh, my god. Jovanovic, that's out wide for Stamler. Go on, great ball in needed here. Lisic! Oh, heads it wide. That's better. Peralta actually having a bit of a go at them. Stammer is getting forward. Oh, go on, pick one out. There we go. Lisic! Yes! Blazer Lisic, 2-1 to Polonia Warszawa. That is a really good goal from Lisic and a massively important goal for us as well. If we get the win here over Dortmund, maybe there is still hope for us to get through this group. We've actually been really good in both games that we've played so far in this group. Peralta, what a ball this is. Lisic, available at the back post. One of the things I think that's helped Victor Hugo this year is he's managed to get the PPM gets into opposition's box, and you've seen the number of goals he's scored. I think it's really helping. I've got Lisic training that as well. He's not got it yet, but I do wonder if there's a slight transition into like where they get better at doing it and then it gives them the PPM. Obviously going to have a few more highlights towards the end of the game. There always is a few extra ones. We've just got to be solid. Don't let them... What? It's come back to him. Oh! Double block there. Big chance. Come on, we can do this. Hang on. Stamlers. Freitas flicks it down. Peralta, can he square it for someone? He might. Goes for the save. Freitas on the rebound, and it's 3-1. A weird scenario, that one. It's definitely going to count, I think. It's 3-1. Yes, come on. Polonia Warszawa 3, Dortmund. We've had a lot of long shots in this game, but I guess that comes from the possession. Brilliant work. Freitas nods it down. They allow too much space. It's a wonderful stop from the goalkeeper, and Freitas on the rebound, and we're going to beat Borussia Dortmund. That is a huge win. What a result. 3-1 against Dortmund. That's huge. Like, genuinely brilliant. Zwigawa's goal. Lisic's goal is the winner in the end. Freitas grabbing a late one. They did have some chances, in fairness to them. The goal they scored was just out of nowhere, but we were really, really good on the night still. And to get 3 points on the board at home to Dortmund is massive. And a 3-1 victory as well. It's not like we just scraped it 1-0. That was actually pretty good from us and gives us a 3-point advantage over Real Sociedad. Hopefully that will become an even better one if City can beat them. Let's see if they do. And of course not. Real Sociedad wins 2-0 over City. What is it with these groups, man? They're all over the shop. And now it's going to just get that little bit more difficult. I just figured they would be the whipping boys of the group, but apparently not. It's 2-0 to them. Good Christ. Okay, move on to the game away at them. Not going to be as easy as I thought then. So, we had a couple of games off camera in between. First up, away at GKS. It was a bit of a weird one. We played pretty well. Lots of possession, a lot of long shots in this one. And you might look at this and go, oh, he missed the penalty and then put in the rebound. Not exactly what happened. His penalty was actually very poor. It was immediately saved. However, literally like less than a minute later, Orozco slipped the ball into Jovanovic and he actually did then dispatch one to give us the victory. Then, however, we took over with a bit more quality as we thumped Zag 4-0 at home. 2 goals for Victor Hugo, early penalty, and another one added after that. Vinjevic then grabbed one, and then Campagnara 4-0 up at half-time. Could have had more in this match. Really, really nice performance. Christmas Tree of Doom, generally we play pretty well against them now, because that new approach really does seem to just dominate those teams. Another win. Another clean sheet. The league is obviously going along as you'd expect. Very quickly, here's how things stand. We're 7 points above Lechia, unbeaten, no goals conceded in 12 matches, which is crazy. Victor Hugo's got 11 league goals as well, which is also crazy. Now, I know, obviously, we're running away with things at the moment. My hope is that eventually it's going to get to a point where we dominate this as we get better and better, and we're doing well in Europe as well. But then, hopefully, the gap will start to close up again, because there's only so good you can really get. And that's when the other Polish sides will start doing better in Europe as we start to increase our coefficient. Things like Lech getting into the Champions League group stages, that is a positive sign for me that there's definitely something there. Now, they're getting battered. They nearly got a win. They got a 3-2 defeat at home to Chelsea, and they very nearly got a draw out of that, though, which is pretty impressive. But the fact that they're doing that is showing that there is slight little steps being made, and that's all we can really hope for, and slowly trying to better ourselves to get the coefficient up. What I really want, though, is that second Champions League group stage spot, which would also, I believe, open up a potential for a third team to get into the Champions League, and get more teams in Europe will just help with the money, if nothing else. And also, we get more prize money in the league, so there's that too. That's the only way we can really go about this for now. But what's most important is today, away at Sociedad. This is going to be difficult. Unfortunately, Lisicki is out, as is Ernesto Peralta, and he's going to be missing for 5 weeks. So that is a problem. Campagnaro is going to have to play today. We're currently top of the group, but that is just by virtue of the situation as things are. Massive rotation definitely needed. Iglesias is going to come out, and in will come Franceschi. Victor Hugo will have to start. Obviously, Zvigawa will come back in again. He's done all right this season, to be fair to him. Obviously going to bring back in as well Mr. Jovanovic, who did get a bit of an appearance in the last match, that match before. Campagnaro, Orozco, Silva, Stamler's back in. Pandurovic and Freitas. I think Bang might be better to bring back. Ooh, they are tight right now. Very, very tight. Albarracin at left back, of course, and Franceschi in goal. Things are looking pretty solid for us so far. Annoyingly, Lisicki's injury happened on international duty, which is a bit of a pain. Thankfully, Victor Hugo's playing so well at the moment, though, that he basically is undroppable as things stand. So he's going to get a chance today against Sociedad. Hopefully, he can keep making those runs. Hopefully, Campagnaro can pick him out, though. Peralta certainly has been able to, but we'll see. I'm also tempted to put Aslan in instead of Stamler. Look at the differences in their average ratings. Huge moment now. Oh no, this is another guy I tried to sign on loan. Acton. I can't remember who I think he was from Barcelona. They wanted to offer him out on loan, and I tried to bring him in too, and he went to Sociedad instead. He better not come back to haunt us. Unfortunately, this City Dortmund game isn't until later on, and that is in Germany. But if we were to come up with a win away here, I think that says a lot about our potential, because then we'd have that home game against them in the back pocket potentially, which might... Oh no. Oh, the deflection, and Franceschi's able to get his hands to it. But what we need to remember is these guys were good enough to beat Manchester City 2-0. Zvigawa, what a strike that is. He's got a chance there. But yeah, these guys beat City 2-0, so there's certainly no pushover by any stretch. I'm just going to zoom it out a tiny little bit. Silva's ball, headed away. Silva's ball takes it short this time for Albarracin. Can he get a shot away maybe? He's in. Bends it wide. This has been very, very close so far. And there's an injury to Freitas, which could be far, far worse than anything else here. Here we go. Breakaway, though. Albarracin with the ball. Got men left and right. Orozco's one of them. Back post. Surely. Dig it out. Victor Luis! Oh, what a chance that was. It was not Victor Luis. Victor Hugo. That was a big opportunity for him there to give us the lead. Albarracin's going to have to go very long here. Headed away. Campagnaro can bring it down. Jovanovic! Blocked. Bangs in there. He's through! And he's hit the post. Oh my god. We should be in front here. We've had 3 really top opportunities just on the stroke of half time. Gonzalez. These guys are certainly not anywhere near as bad as their pot 4 standing here. It's going to shoot, you'd feel. No. Back out for Mayer. Oh god. Gonzalez is in. Great save from Franceschi. Whew. We go again though. Oh, go short this time for Orozco. Can he bend inside and have a shot? He's through! Great strike and great save by Nunes. The pressure seems to be mounting a bit now from Sociedad. Oh, we've won it! Gorosito has got a man out wide. That man is Victor Hugo. Can he get the goal? What a stop from the goalkeeper. That should have been... Oh, that should have been the winner. That was a big opportunity there, winning the ball high up the pitch. Gorosito now, ball in. Headed away. Still a minute left here. Flick down the line. Oh, God. Silva picks it up. He's surrounded by players, but Freitas is there. Looks very, very long. And actually, Campagnaro's got it. Can he find back post? Oh, what a defensive header that was in the end. That could have been the winner. We're into, well, we should already have stopped the game by now, and that's it. 0-0 here. I guess it's a bit of a fair result, but we did create the chances and maybe could have won this one on another day. But I guess a point away from home. We didn't lose, which is the main thing. Keeping things tight. I think we've done all right so far in the Champions League. We've looked pretty competitive in every single match. Had the chances today to probably win this one, but we just couldn't quite do it. Still, not bad. So City do go and win 2-0 away at Dortmund. So things have got very tight in this group. Dortmund now bottom. We're in second. So things are hotting up here in the Champions League. As you can see, we're sitting second in our group, 4 points from 3 matches. We got a win against Dortmund. We got the draw away at Sociedad. We so nearly got a point against City as well. That would be such a huge point right now that would have us sitting on 5 points instead of 4. And that could have been the difference in a tight group like this. But still, we're hanging in there, doing a good job. And in the next episode, things get even more tight as we've got 2 home games now against Sociedad and City. Sociedad home game, that has to be a victory. There is no two ways about that game. That has to be a win. We win that, we go to 7 points, and then we've got a home game against City. If we could get anything from that game, that would give us a real chance. And then Dortmund away is probably going to be the decider as to who actually goes through, because I still think Sociedad probably will come bottom, but they've given us a good try. Wow. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, to be perfectly honest, we got a win against Dortmund and a draw away at Sociedad. Good results. Staying strong at the back still, quite frankly. Still only conceded 2 goals in all competitions this season, which ain't bad at all when you think about it. Yeah, drop a like on the video. That'd be fantastic. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button too. That'd be glorious. And I'll join you guys in the next episode for Champions League massive time. Now, usually, it's the 4th match in the group where everything goes to pot. And once again, it's a game that we should be winning. So we'll see. Hopefully, we can actually pull it off this time. See you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.